What is going on today, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Big video today. We are finally welding the diff in my 240. Plan for today, we need to jack it up, drop the diff, and take it out, give her a nice weld, throw it back in, and go see if she slides. That's pretty much the process. I forgot to buy plate steel to weld the diff with, so I will be welding the diff tomorrow. On my way back from one of those rips, the zip ties I had holding the metal zip ties I had holding my exhaust on broke off. The muffler completely fell off, and we were straight piped. So not optimal. I'm gonna weld these hangers that I have back on, and then re-weld the muffler on. All right, so I need one more hanger in the middle so it doesn't move so much side to side. And I have this hanger laying around, but it's not long enough. And I also found this tie rod, which is about the same diameter as metal. So I'm going to cut the tie rod and use it to extend the hanger, and weld the two together, and then weld the section to the exhaust. Just like that. Like it was meant to be. All nice and welded. Now we just got to weld to exhaust and then put the hanger in. Alright, I've got that mount in. See it. Where is it? Right here. There's the hanger there. We have the hanger on the muffler and the hanger in the middle, and really, I mean, that is not going anywhere. Oh, what is it hitting? It could low-key use one further up, but it'll work for now. All right, let's rip the diff out of here and get her nice and welded up. I'm gonna put a jack under it, so hopefully it doesn't fall in my face. That's some shit music. Alright, we have 4 bolts left on the diff. The axles and drive shaft are disconnected. We just gotta get the 4 back that hold to the subframe. I'm putting a jack under it so it doesn't fall in my face, hopefully. That is the goal. Alright, diff is free. Now we just gotta drop it out. Yep. We got it. Wow. Oh, well. Most of the way. It's a little scary. How heavy is it? Oh, it's not that heavy. There it goes. Okay, it's pretty heavy. I lied, guys. Oh. All right, guys. Diff is out. Holy crap, that was a lot of work. It's all right. Putting it back in is the easy part, right? Let's hope. All right, let's rip this back cover off. Hopefully I can make it to Home Depot on time. All right, so we have the cover off the diff, and I just want to show you this nice open diff. So we gotta weld the inner gears together so that this spins as one unit. You see how the axle spins separately? But if you spin them together, this whole thing moves. Hold on, let me see if I can get to spin. Like that. And that's what we want. So I made it to Home Depot with 5 minutes to spare and picked up some 3/8 bar stock to brace it when I weld it. But I forgot to pick up brake clean, and we are out of brake clean. So I can't weld this tonight because there's no way this weld will stick if I try and weld it with all this gear oil. So I gotta get some brake clean tomorrow. But I'd say we made pretty good progress for the day, and we'll call it a night. All right, so I got the brake clean and I just sprayed the hell out of the diff, and now we are gonna light it on fire. I think we're good.
Also, you bought a pencil torch. You're gonna get
This is jacked up by the diff support brake. I wasn't even bothered. I can't get it out of the...
No, you gotta let it burn out. Is there any plastic in there?
No.
Sure.
How about the seals? Are they plastic?
It might have rubber seals.
Wow.
All right, we have one plate nice and ground down, and it fits pretty perfectly in there. Ow, it's hot. Oh, I just burned my finger. Now I just need to grind the other plate and then get to welding. I also need to preheat the crap out of it before I weld it, but ooh. That car made a terrible noise. Yeah, I gotta preheat it before I weld it, so that'll be the next step after I get the other one ground down. All right, the second plate has been ground down. Now we just need to preheat and then weld. Okay, now I need to preheat the crap out of this and try to not catch myself on fire. and get it nice and toasty and ready to weld. Let's do this. Call that good for now. Time for a break. It's very smoky in here. Alright, the welds are not the prettiest welds in the world, but it will certainly hold, and that is all that matters. Hopefully it'll hold. I don't know. Worst case, I'll just buy a new diff. I think it'll be decent enough to drift. We'll see. Alright, diff is back together, and nice and gasketed up, nice and welded inside. Just gonna fill it with, I think it's 1.5 quarts of gear oil, and then we're gonna throw her back in and see how it works. According to the instructions on the thing, you're supposed to let that RTV set for 24 hours. I'm not gonna listen to that. I'm going to let it sit for like an hour. I'm going to put my new starter back in, so the car will actually start, and then after I put the starter in, I'm going to throw oil in it and throw the diff back in, because it'll be fine after an hour. This starter is the AutoZone Special. Actually, O'Reilly's Special. Pretty decent. It was 140 bucks or something. I just need it to work. New starter is in. It was pretty easy. I mean, I've done it, taken it out like 8 times, so I kind of know what I'm doing by now. I'm not going to see if it starts until I get the diff back in, because I don't want to accidentally have it in gear and then have the drive shaft banging around down there. Alright, diff is full of oil. It is all plugged up. Let's throw it back in and then get the hell out of here. Alright, so the car is fully back together. Axles and everything are in. Let's see. Nice welded diff. There's a little bit of play, but I think that's just a natural play in the axles. Now we just gotta lower it down and go for a test drive. I think I'm gonna clean this all. Actually, I'll clean this up before we test drive. Yeah. All right, there's a lot going on right now. First test, does it start? If it starts, does the exhaust leak? If the exhaust doesn't leak, does the welded diff hold after a test drive? Let's start it up first. I gotta reconnect the battery. like it's leaking a little. Now just for the test drive once it warms up. It is test drive time. Let's hope this goes well. Nervous. Please don't explode, Diff. Please don't explode, Diff. Please don't explode, Diff. Oh, I can feel it. Oh yeah, she's welded. Alright, we're just gonna do a little checkup.
Tell me that was exhaust, not Diff.
Well guys, we lost the exhaust. I gotta fix one of the hangers, but that one. Not like second gear. Drift car! Alright, I'm gonna close this video in the Miata. So happy to finally have a welded diff car. I will drive it harder once I'm confident in the diff. I was just very worried that it was gonna explode, so I was taking it a little easy. I'm also gonna check for leaks tomorrow, so then I'll know if it's leaking or not. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Next step of the 240 is safety gear, so that will be in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.